Hi friends, welcome back once again. My name is Uday Shankar. In today's session I am going to demonstrate how to create Oracle database clone using manual method. For this demonstration I am using Oracle 11g R2 on a both server, clone server and the production server. Both servers are having same version of database with the same path location of Oracle home and Oracle base. And here is the IP address of the server. server1.yahoo.com is having 1.100 IP and stdserver1.yahoo.com is having 101. In server 1 we have one database called ProDB, which I am going to create a clone, and I am going to name it as a clone DB in a STD server. Here I have listed out some of these steps which I am going to take one by one. First of all, make sure that your ProDB is in archive mode, and also list out all the data files location, so it will be easier for you to copy all those files from production server to the clone server. So let's begin. So here I am in production server. Let me check the connectivity with the clone server 192.168.1.101. So I have connectivity there. Let's log into the database. So you can see my instance name is ProDB and the status is open. I'm going to create a P file for the clone server and clone database. And let me put it in a temp directory. clonedb.ora from sp file, and I'm also going to create the control file backup. So alter database which I am going to use it to create a new control file for clonedb. So let's go to the OS prompt and let's copy these two files to the clone server. And I'm going to put it in a DBS folder. Accept the key. Okay, the file has been copied. Now copy the control file. I'm going to put it in a temp directory. And also copy the password file to the clone server and rename it. from DBS folder. You can see I have one password file called PW ProDB. And put it in a DBS folder again. Sorry. Now let's go to the clone server and make all the necessary changes in a P file and control file, and we'll come back to this production server after that. So here we are. Let's open the control file first and let's make the necessary changes there. Make sure there is no line. Set to create a new control file, and database name is clone.db. Reset log. Don't want it in archive mode. And change all the names starting with ProDB to new database name. Save the file and open P file. And make all the necessary changes. I'm going to replace all the name here. Search for ProDB and replace with clone.db. I prefer to keep both the control file in the same location. If you are working in 10G or 9i, you would get all the control files in the same location, that is the default location. But after 11G, you get the control file in two different locations, but it doesn't matter where it is. I would like to keep in the same location. For our data. And you can also decrease the memory for the clone server, because in the production server you might have given the huge memory which is not required in the clone server. And I'm going to create all the necessary directories now. I have just installed the software in this server, so I don't have anything in this server. And also make sure that you have installed the same version of software which you have in the production server. Otherwise, if the software version is different, your cloning wouldn't work. Now the next thing is modify the ORATAP file to give a new instance name. I'll just copy the line from the production server. Because I'm having the same Oracle home and Oracle base directory, I can keep the same location. Now let's go back to the production server and put your database in backup mode and copy all the data files to the clone server. If your database is large, then you can take the individual table space backup. Otherwise, if you have a small database, then you can bring all the database in a backup mode and copy all the data files. But remember, when you put your database in a backup mode, it will generate lots of archivlog files. So find a good Windows to create a clone server. You can use select star from $, backup. So currently there are no files in a backup mode. Before that, let me find out what is my chain number, archive chain number. That chain number I will use it to find out the archivlog files which are generated after the database was in backup mode. So my current chain number is 957597. I'm going to paste it in somewhere so I can remember it. Now put the database in a backup mode and copy all the data file. We can list the location of data files. Alter database. If you are in 9i, you cannot use this command. You have to take each table space in a backup mode and copy the files. But after 9i from 10g, you can use this command. You can verify. Now all the files are in the backup mode, active. Let's go to that and let's copy this to our production server, clone server. I'm copying control file also, but you need to remove this control file before you run SQL file, before you create a new control file. By the time, let's rename our password file in a clone server. I forgot to rename it. So mv pw. So our backup process is going on still. Sorry, the copy process. Okay, we are done with the copy process. Let's end the backup. Before that, let me create some tables which will generate the archivlog files. That archivlog files I can copy to the clone server and I will apply it. So let me create a table. Let's say test1. Now let me end the backup, or you can let me switch the log files. Now none of the data files are in backup mode now. Now you just find out the new archivlog files which was created when you put your database in a backup mode. You can just archive the current log file. So this will create one more archivlog files, and you can use the following command. And mention the chain number which we had earlier. So these are the archilog files which are generated. So I'm going to copy these files to my clone server in the flashback recovery area. So let me go to this location /u0 app oracle flash pro. You can see all the archilog files in the same folder, so I'm going to copy the entire folder to the flashback recovery area of clone server. So scp -r -24 to oracle. Now the copy process is over. Now let's go to the clone server and remove the control file from clone db folder, and we'll execute SQL file to create new control file. Now set the path. SID and Oracle Home and Oracle Base. Now start the instance. Now run the control file which we have created in TMP folder. Control.sql. So if everything goes fine, you can see one message called control file created. You can see one message control file created. You can go to that clone folder, and you can see control file is created and our instance is started in no mount. And now we have to recover our database. We have to apply all the archive-log files that we have copied from the production database to this database. So for that you can use this command. Recover database using backup control file until cancel. Now give the location of the archive log files. We copied it into we need to apply one by one, 3, 4, 5. So let's enter. Again until cancel. Give the path of second file. Give the path of third. There is a fifth file. Now you can say cancel. And your media recovery is completed. Now you can open the database in reset log. So alter database, open reset logs. Database is altered. Now let's do some testing. Select instance name, status from $, instance. You can see my instance name is CloneDB and it is open. Let's also verify owner equal to. Remember we created 3 tables. You can see table 1, 2 and 3 here exist, and now you can create all the necessary temporary table space, and also you can make your it is in NOMA-ARCHI mode, that's fine. Now create the SP file and bounce the database. And set down immediate. Startup. Now our database is open. You can add all the Okay, we are done creating the new clone database. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.